Hey Freddie, what do you think? Where are you going? Fine, and leave. Alright, so I was working on the 568 today. I got the new hose put in, and of course John Deere has thicker hoses and they wouldn't fit in the hose clamp, so I had to leave this one out. I still have to zip tie everything back up. And right into here. It's pretty simple. Just gonna wash it off a bit. But I kind of noticed that my bar here, that whatever the correct term is for this, I'm not 100% sure what they call this. Somebody will tell me what the term for this is. Anyway, this part here was broke off, busted right off. So I fabbed up another piece, and I'm going to put my round head bolt in there. And yeah, I think at one point this must have been off, because that side has a new bolt in there from John Deere and it's really rounded out. So I'm gonna make sure that one's tight. I welded a washer in here because it really rounded out that guy in there. And I can see I got some chaff burning there. Dig that out. I gotta dig out that net wrap that's wrapped around this roller here. So put that together yet, and it should be ready to go pretty soon. It's there, finished. Looks like a factory job. Probably even better. I just hope I got the adjustment right. Now I gotta open this gate up, cut that net wrap off the roller. But first I'm blowing the rat out of the tractor. This high heat we're having here, it's pretty warm, so I want to make sure it's super clean. Hey everyone, well, it's the next day, and made a trip to Grand Prairie this morning. Took my dad to the hospital for his appointment at 6 o'clock in the morning. Got there at 9, and now I'm back out baling. And the baler was working great. Actually, I had one bale kind of ripped the wrap on the side, and other than that, it's been perfect. I did see some scratching on one of the rollers, not the rubber roller for the net wrap, but the steel roller, and the knife had some crud in it, so I kind of cleaned it out with my box cutter knife. Just kind of, I don't know, just ran it across there, and it seems to be all right. Knock on wood, and I got no wood to knock on in here. Son of a... Anyway, I'm gonna go up by Sean here, and then we'll be done this field. Actually, both sides of this dugout. Could almost cut the whole sleeve. If anybody watches my Instagram, you probably see I got the 4990 disc bike stuck in that slough over there, not this one. Well, actually I did get stuck in this one, but I never took a picture. I'll show you. It's still a little damp here, right there. And it's soft. The water comes out of this dugout and floods onto this side. So Nice water in this dugout, actually. So here's Sean. Having a few problems with the MX-120. I think I need a new alternator. Well, I knew I shouldn't have said anything. Broke my chain. I thought I heard something when I was videoing there. And my pickup chain broke. So, I can reuse this chain. I might just buy a new one. Put another link on it. And it's pretty ratched. I think I'll just buy a new one. Yeah. I can feel it clanging. So if you can hear clanging, that means all the links are wore out. So, Sean's gonna finish. He doesn't have too much. He just got this right here and a little bit on the other side. So off we go home. But that's all we have to bale, actually, for now. Tomorrow we'll probably have another field there. It's pretty poor. The grasshoppers ate it, and we'll be on to the next field. But we gotta cut some more. We just can't keep up with cutting because it dries so fast. All right, I'm heading home. Okay, so we came and got the disc binds and pulled into this field here. Sean is still cutting too high. There's rocks in this field, but I think he could drop his skid shoes a touch lower. I think he'd be safe if he did that. I think I'm gonna tell him. The hay is quite crappy right here, actually. It's Lori, I just talked to Lori, and he said this part is the worst, and really it's because this is actually gravel. It's probably gravel up to about there. I can't talk, I'm so thirsty. Probably about to there, that area there, and then it changes back to kind of a darker sand. So actually I always said this actually should be fenced off for a pasture, and that end over there the fence taken away, but when it's wet, that side is very wet. So, whatever. Sometimes you can't farm that one because it's so wet. Anyway, I'm going home, and I'll be back to pick these guys up later. Hey everyone, how's it going? Well, today's Saturday, July 10th, I believe. And I just finished off this field. Only got 50 bales from here. This is where we were cutting where the grasshoppers were. Well, I don't know if I took video here on this field. I can't even remember anymore. I got so much footage here. But the grasshoppers were in here quite a bit. And as soon as you cut the hay, they're gone. You don't see too many. Maybe baby ones. No, not even baby ones there. So I think it's time has come to put the plow in this field too. I can't even remember when this field was seeded into hay. Every time I drove by, I just didn't pay attention, but it's been a long time. There's a blue cloud coming. We had a few showers today. Really just settled the dust, if anything. If it wasn't for the showers, I would have had this done earlier today, but use every drop we can get now. There's cloud coming there. I don't know. I hope it does something. I don't care if it rains on our hay that we got down. But yeah, fixed the chain on the 568. That's what happened last, I remember. I just bought a 50 chain, cut it and put it on. And there we go. So I'm gonna head over to the other field now that Lori's raking on. And I think I'll leave the tractor there for the night. So yeah, I'm gonna go head over there. Hey everyone, it's the next day. I bailed on this field starting at 10, and This is my second bale that didn't tie properly or wrap properly. That one over there didn't either. Which one is it? I think it was that one over there. Anyway, this is the second one now, and I'm in the process of unrolling it. And I'll re-wrap it. I'll re-bale it and do it again because I'm not leaving this. Yeah, I don't know why that 568 does that every so often. Every so often it'll take off, wrap, partially wrap, something like that. I still haven't figured that out. But it always does seem to be on the right hand side. And I've got a kind of a bad belt that should be so that could be a little bit of a cause. So I'm gonna have to get that belt replaced. Anyway, I'm gonna roll this. Wish Lori was here to give me a hand. Oh, 2 hands. There. Got it. I had to go the opposite way. It was too much to go that way, so now Lori comes. Okay, I'm gonna bail this one up. Just a small one here. Then I'm gonna swing around and pick up the other one right there. Okay, there we go. Go a little bit slower. Had to back out. Didn't want to slug it. You slug these balers, you'll be in there for a while trying to get that out. It's not like the old 535 and 566 where you could just open the gate and then kick the rest out through. So it's you got that accelerator roller there with the plungers, or the knives. I like to call them the knives. It doesn't work that way on these ones. Yeah, I think we're going to try this again. we raked it together there. Still pretty big here. There we go. Better tie. Well, there it is. I upped my wrap a little bit. I put two wraps on these really grassy bales here are kind of hard to keep together when they're really dry. So I upped it another half a wrap yet. So okay, now where do I start again? So this is rental hay. We buy these per bale, and it is some pretty rough ground. It's been, I don't know who worked it, seeded it this way, but they went like this way, then this way, and then that way, and then a triangle, and then somebody seeded where I'm going next on this side here. They just worked up a chunk and reseeded it, and it's rougher than the previous rough stuff. So I don't know, I think the owner might want us, he had mentioned it, to rework this ground. We'll see, especially this year with the drought. There's nothing much here, and in this part here there's no alfalfa. It's just like that fine grass, and it's really hard to cut with the hay vine. It doesn't want to cut, it just wants to tear. You can see the little strips that this vine was making. When you put the sickle in here, it's like really hard on the sickle. It just makes like, it gets caught in between the guards and the sickles, and it's really hard on the machine, and it breaks knives like that. You can hear it just banging. So, well, I made one bale with twine. It actually tied pretty good. But my roller is broke, so I gotta take this baler home and grab the 560, because I don't know if I told you this, but the MX120 water pump is gone, and of course it's the weekend, so I'm not using it right now. But since this roller broke on this one, I think I'm just going to go hook up to it. It should plug right into this monitor. The same monitor. I'm going to check it out, see if it will. So I'm going to head out and get the baler. I saw some smoke here. Right in that area there. I didn't know if my eyes were playing tricks on me, but it definitely was smoke before. But now there's still smoke there, but it almost looks like the clouds. But there's a plane circling there, so it's definitely a fire. We had some lightning in this area last night, so I wouldn't put it past there being a lightning strike there. So the guys were cutting hay over there, and I thought, holy smokes, maybe they sparked a rock and sparked a fire. That's happened to Dad before. Hit a rock in the field with the disc, and it made sparks and caught the field on fire. And she's tinder dry out there. Anyway, I'm off to get the baler. Well, I don't even remember if I filmed this or not, but I changed the 7120 onto the 560. I don't even remember if I said the MX120 has a bad water pump. Not this one, but the MX120, which was on this baler. So we took it back home and parked this baler. And of course it happens on the weekend, so I'm waiting for parts. Then, as you know, I broke the roller in that one, and it's the back roller here that runs the net wrap. Oh, Sean is here to pick me up. So it's this roller right in here, which you have to take this cover off to get at. And what it does is it's this guy right here. And what is it does is it runs, it's got these little flighting on here for the net wrap and stuff. It runs the net wrap because the belt is on here. And this roller here was welded, and I thought it would last, and it wouldn't. So I'm gonna have to either get a used one or get one made up at my machine shop, because there's I think they're like $3,500 for that roller. Right, Sean? Right, Sean? Did you find the cows? Did you take them over on the other side? They didn't want to go? No, they'll go. Okay, anyway. That's the next hay to bale. We already raked the four rounds around the whole field. And that should be ready by tomorrow afternoon sometime, I would assume. It's supposed to be pretty hot tomorrow again. We're heat warnings again. We're supposed to be in the low 30s, not high 30s. We don't want that no more. Low 30s. There was actually a fire that started about, I don't know, 6-7 miles up in that area. We had some lightning last night, so she's pretty dry out there. But the weather forecast looks pretty good for like Thursday, Friday, saying cloudy, and appears to rain. So hopefully that happens. Right, Sean? So we're going home now. And yeah, that's about it. Right, Sean? So thanks for watching. Make sure you click like. That's the best. Okay, we'll talk to you all later.